Girlies, welcome back. Come on in, and let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button on your way in if you can for me. Y'all, let's talk about it. A couple of Sundays ago was Father's Day. It just passed, and the men are not happy about Father's Day. They are online expressing themselves, and they don't appreciate not getting any gifts, not being told Happy Father's Day, and I don't know why this could be happening. Do y'all know? Like, y'all let me know. Why do y'all think that these men are not being celebrated as much as mothers are being celebrated on Mother's Day? I'm sure they'll blame the moms and say that the moms made the kids bitter and the moms made the kids turn against them. But some of these kids were actually in the house when the fathers were in the home and stressing their moms out and yelling and punching holes in walls and being just toxic and cheating on their mom and making their mom cry. And some of these kids are old enough to remember that, and when they grow up they make a conscious decision to not give a damn about him. It's so many situations where children just grow up and on their own say, I'm not talking to him. Like, I haven't celebrated Father's Day and I've never celebrated Father's Day. Yeah, I have. My dad is alive and he's well and he lives in the same state as me. I stopped talking to him at the end of last year. I blocked his number because I believe that he may be Satan. And if he's not Satan, he might be a seed of Satan, one of Satan's spawn. And I'm sure many of your dads are probably the same, like spawns of Satan. So, yeah, but I never celebrated him. My husband, I don't celebrate holidays, so I don't tell him Happy Father's Day. I don't get him anything. Like most men tell women, you're not my mom. Like, he's not my dad. But I don't celebrate any holidays. It started out because of religious reasons. But now I just don't, just because I don't want to. Like, I don't care about spending extra money on holidays and breaking my neck trying to go find gifts for people. And I don't care. Like, I don't care about the whole, my love language is giving people gifts. Like, my love language is to myself. Like, on the holidays, my husband, he still celebrates with my sons, and they go celebrate everything with his family. Birthdays, every holiday, they go over to his family's house. And I just don't. I haven't for years, and he doesn't like it. But, like, my thing is, whatever I need to do to bring myself peace and whatever I need to do to make myself happy, I do that. Because he's going to do it. And he does it. He goes to spend the family. At first, he was kind of sad. His mom used to tell me, you could tell that he's sad that you're not there. And I'm like, I think that he still doesn't like it. But, like, what do you want me to do? I'm never going to do something that doesn't sit right in my spirit. Like, I don't like capitalism. I don't like just the whole, they use it as an excuse because everybody's off around the holidays and to be around family. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to lose weight. I don't need to sit around eating. Some people make me really feel uneasy. I don't feel like going around people who I know in my spirit don't really like me. And I know some of y'all can relate, like your spouse's family probably doesn't like you. Some of them, I don't, want to go around people that may be talking about me behind my back. Like, she's sometimey. She doesn't always come around. She thinks she's all that. She's a know-it-all. She thinks, y'all know how family is. Like, this is all families. I know it's not just my in-laws or not just in-laws, just your family, your real family also, your blood family. So, yeah, these men out here are not happy, but I know women, on Mother's Day, I know in my husband's family, the women, they get together and they cook for the women. Like, for the most part, all of the daughters, they get together and they cook for Mother's Day, and the men show up and eat. And the same thing for Father's Day. The women pull everything together or suggest going out to eat, and they pull that together. Sometimes, the men will pay for the women if they go out to eat, but for the most part, the women to cook on Father's Day also. So, I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not cooking I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not doing it. But anyway, yeah, these men are not happy with y'all ladies who are not celebrating them. Their feelings are hurt. Some of them are pissed, but some of them are really confused as to why their kids are not celebrating them. So let's get into these videos and I'll be right back.
I'm my fan. Don't mind my fan. Father's Day just passed yesterday. I got 4 kids. I got 3 boys and 1 girl. Okay? My daughter is 2. So she can't talk like that right now. On Father's Day, my 2 boys told me Happy Father's Day. And then my daughter, she told me Happy Father's Day. What about my oldest son, though? He did not call me and tell me Happy Father's Day. My firstborn did not call his dad and tell me Happy Father's Day. So how you think that made me feel? Your mom will call me and blow me up and when you do something wrong or when you're not listening and like when you need something, but she don't have you call your dad and tell me Happy Father's Day. I know you got your stepdad, and I'm not taking away from that. You can tell him Happy Father's Day too. You know what I'm saying? He's in your life too. But call your dad and tell me Happy Father's Day. Call me and tell me Happy Father's Day. So you know what I did? I wrote his mom and I said, it's kind of funny how my firstborn didn't call me and tell me Happy Father's Day. And you know on Facebook, when you can see when they read it, the head, the little icon moves down. She didn't say nothing. So you know what? I got something for that ass. When you need something or when he needs something for me, I'm not going to say shit. I'm not going to say shit. I shouldn't have to say something to you. You should be like, oh, let me call my dad. Let me call dad and tell my dad. My son is 10. You feel me? He can talk. He can do all that. You should call me. Dad, Happy Father's Day. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's crazy to me. And I'm sitting here trying not to let it bother me. But it does. It bothers the hell out of me. It does, man. It does. I want my firstborn to call me too and say, Dad, Happy Father's Day. That would make me feel good inside. But
just the simple fact that you have a 10-year-old son and he's being raised by another man instead of living with you in your home shows me that you're not a good father. And I don't blame him for not calling you and saying Happy Father's Day. That's a boy. That's your son. He should be living with you. It shouldn't even be about a call. He should be in your house. But just hearing him say this about a 10-year-old child lets me know that he's toxic already. He's already toxic, and that's probably why he's still with his mama. His mama knows that his daddy is toxic. Y'all can't make these kids tell you anything they don't want to tell you. Nobody has to wish you a Happy Father's Day, just like nobody has to wish mothers Happy Mother's Day if they don't want to. If your son thought you was a good dad, I'm sure he would tell you Happy Father's Day.
When are you gonna post a cute post that's Father's Day for me?
You're not my dad.
Today asked me when is Father's Day. I say, yo, this is crazy.
Bro, we was in the store.
A gift for your mother in March. Like,
we was in the store and somebody said something. They was like, yo, Father's Day's on Sunday. And there was like 20 people in the store. They was like, Father's Day's on Sunday? I said, and I walked in and said, yeah, because y'all don't give a fuck about us. And all the fathers was like, yeah, that's right.
Man.
And we're like, nobody gives a fuck about us fathers, bro. Honestly, hold on, are we doing anything on Father's Day? Watch this. thinking.
No.
Nah, I don't
Ain't
know.
got
Nah,
none
because
to
you know
do.
what's crazy? Last year we went to brunch. Like,
Last year we did have
last
a
year we
great.
went to brunch.
Yeah, but that's because I invited.
You do it. It's been 2 days since Father's Day now, and I cannot tell you how many crash out videos I've seen on my timeline. One of them going viral with a particular guy angry about the lack of appreciation on Father's Day. If you don't feel like it's happening enough, you do it. So, as a leader, let me explain what I mean. You know how when Black women realized we were not going to get affirmed by the European beauty standard, we created Black Girl Magic? You know how when Black girl realized they were not being pushed out of spaces that they should be in, we created a movement called Black Girl Take Up Space? You know how when Black women decided to rest all together after the election, and then we all decided to brunch the day before the inauguration, which was called the 92%ers brunch? Time and time again, Black women have showed y'all how to convene and come together to do something for yourselves that nobody is going to do for you. Yet still, you guys complain every single year on Father's Day about not being appreciated. So I have a solution. Instead of you crashing out about not getting appreciated and not seeing any ads about Father's Day on Father's Day, how about you make a video congratulating fathers and appreciating them? Make it a trend. Even like create a hashtag. Fathers tap in. Father follow train. Daddy Day. Dads do it different. Just to name a few. As much as you complain about not having something, you could just create it for yourself. But what I notice is that you like to complain. Instead of solving the problem, you'd rather complain because inherently what you want is for women to fix it for you. Inherently what you want is for us to say, oh, it's so sad, let us plan something, let us do something. Knowing good and well, it's actually easier to maybe tell your fellow men to be a little bit better at this whole fatherhood thing, and then maybe the appreciation would come. Or if you don't want to do that, y'all just celebrate each other. I've never seen a group of people who argue so much about not needing validation, being leaders, being self-starters, act more like followers.
What's up, y'all? Unfun facts. Father's Day became an official holiday in 1972 because of President Nixon making it an official holiday. Mother's Day, however, was an official holiday in 1914. 1972 for Father's Day, 1914 for Mother's Day. Dads don't get no love out here. Unfun facts. This is my daughter. That's her boyfriend, Jaden. This is my son, Aaron. Happy Father's Day, dads. Enjoy.
Fathers are only as good of a father as the financial responsibility that they're able to uphold in their child's life. Let's talk about it. You know, to be quite honest, y'all are just not fair. When on Mother's Day, we celebrate all women who are moms just for being moms. But on Father's Day, men have to be and fit in the category of a good father to be celebrated. Because you carry children for 9 months, people should worship the ground you walk on because women have a hard life and women have a hard role, but you evil as hell. And that's not cursing. You're literally evil as hell. So on Father's Day, let's celebrate the men who got cheated out of the ability to show up and be a father. Because the bitter baby mama and the bitter mothers and just the bitter women in general didn't want to see him show up and provide, because all you did was make the experience for the child much harder. The shot that you threw, it was below the belt, but it wasn't on the father, it was on the child. And now, because of the damage that you've done traumatically and mentally within the child growing up, now their father would love to continue still being a great father, does not get celebrated for all of his attempts to be a father, because you wouldn't let him. Happy Father's Day.
Are we going to address the fact that Father's Day made no noise this year? it wasn't mentioned at all, to the point where I love my dad. He's in my life. I almost forgot.
Father's Day is the worst holiday in the world. I've done the research. I already know. Let me tell you something. Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday in the world. Christmas is first. So that means it's Jesus, then your mama. You know what Father's Day fall at? Number 20. I can't think of 18 other holidays. Do you realize Halloween is number 6? So that means ghosts and goblins go before fathers? Arbor Day is number 13. I don't even know what that is.
This how you know motherfuckers don't give a fuck about men. It's Father's Day. I ain't seen no gifts. I ain't seen no niggas been took out on trips. I barely done seen females wishing you feel me, the father of their child happy Father's Day. We out here wishing each other happy Father's Day. I done told about 9, 10 of my homeboys, partners, friends, family members, all that. I done told about all they had. I'm proud of you, G. If nobody else proud of you, I'm proud of you. Keep stepping how you stepping. You feel me? Sometimes we gotta praise each other and pat ourselves on the back, cause nobody else gonna do it. You feel me? I ain't no love flow around. I ain't seen too many females on here overly praising they dude for doing a good job, being a good dad out. You feel me? You might get a message, might get a small little post. I ain't seen nobody really bragging for real. I done seen more bitches wish they self happy Father's Day than I done seen, you feel me, females wish they baby fathers happy Father's Day. This shit wild out here. Ain't no love for it, man. We gotta stand strong in that fight. Don't worry about it though. Happy Father's Day to all my real ones out there, real dads, real fathers. The ones that ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no slack for another nigga to pick up. You doing your shit, you popping your shit, keep popping it how you popping it. Fuck what another nigga got to say. Fuck what, you feel me? What your baby mama got to say. Fuck what the next person got to say, period. Keep doing you, man. I see you. Just like I know motherfuckers see me. Go over and beyond for your child.
I do not come into agreement with ignorance, bitterness, or foolishness. And ladies, I suggest that you stop too. Today at work, a man asked me if I celebrate Father's Day. And at first I didn't catch what he meant. He was saying, do I celebrate it for myself like I play the role of mother and father? Before I realized what he meant, I said, I don't have a reason to celebrate Father's Day. I don't have a father, neither of my sons are fathers, and I don't have a husband. He said, well, I thought because you do it all and play all the roles. See, that's the problem right there. People think because they know a little bit of your story, they know what's going on. They make assumptions based off of what they think they know about you. So when I realized what he meant, I said, hell no, my children have a father to celebrate. You asked me if I celebrate, and I don't come into agreement with that ignorance. Now, let me be clear. Since my divorce, I have been raising my children by myself, and I know plenty of women and men personally.
So this is what women do when they're trying to be fair and balanced. They'll say they know plenty of women and men. Like she's saying, she knows plenty of men who are single parents, are raising their kids alone. And y'all know that's a lie. I know there are men who are raising their kids alone, but plenty of men, lady, stop lying. Women need to stop lying and stop trying to be so fair and balanced, because y'all are gaslighting women who know better. Even for the men who are raising their kids and have full custody, the women in their family are taking up for that mother that is not there. If she's like dead, or if she abandoned her kids or whatever, if he has women in his family, or if he's still dating women, those women are taking up the slack for the mom that is not there. So just stop.
Doing the same thing, carrying the same weight every day when no one else is showing up. But this isn't to shame anyone. This is about identity. Just because you may be doing it all, you are not the mother and the father. God made you exactly who you're supposed to be, and that is enough. I know it's heavy. I know it's hard sometimes, but we cannot let bitterness be a stronghold. God never asked you to become mother and father. He asked you to trust him. And if you look back on your life, on every season that you've been through, even the hard ones, you are living proof that God's grace has carried you through it all. And when I read what the Bible says about someone that doesn't take care of their own, I realized that some people have way bigger problems with God than they ever could have with me or you. So I don't bash anyone or talk down on them. I say, Lord, have mercy on them the same way that you had mercy on me. But don't be bitter. The Bible says to lay your burdens down at his feet. Pour out your pain, pour out your problems, and let God be God. Keep standing strong because God is with you and he built you for this. Be encouraged in Jesus' name.
You know what really chaps my cheeks? The fact that someone somewhere out there in our nation is wishing my deadbeat dad a happy Father's Day today. A man who I haven't seen since I was 5 years old. Mind you, I'm also his only child. Someone out there is falsely accusing this man of being a father. I wish I could put out a picture so I could say, please, if you see this man, do not wish him a happy Father's Day. He is not shit. So before you go out of your way to wish a random man a happy Father's Day today, ask him when was the last time he fathered. Ask him. It's 12 p.m. Do you know where your kid's at? I feel like a lot of dads might not know that. Do you know what country, continent your child is in? When was the last time you've seen them? You got to get granular. Get to the nitty gritty. Because these motherfuckers be lying.
It's Father's Day weekend, and a lot of stores do not have Father's Day cards. I want to ask, what did y'all do? But I know what the fuck y'all did. I know what y'all did. And I'm not just talking about one specific kind of father. I'm talking about all fathers. I know what y'all did, and for that, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. A lot of stores do not have Father's Day cards. What's up with that? Y'all done fucked it up that bad out here? The stores don't even give a fuck no more? Like, that's a waste of money. We're not investing in getting some cards sent to this store for what? To throw them away? Because nobody buys them? Damn. I do. So now I'm slick on the hunt for a Father's Day card. Like, I know Publix probably got them. But damn. Dollar General? They don't even want to buy them for y'all ass. Y'all need to do better. Like, as parents. Like, just up your game as a parent. Dads. As a whole. As a whole. There are some great dads out here. I know one. I got one. I have one. He's my husband. He's my grandpa. So, you know, my daddy. He okay. He all right. I love him. He could get a card. Damn, can't he get a card out here?
Well, today is Father's Day, and I would love to give a huge thank you to my therapist. A little over 2 years ago, I went no contact with my father, and it was the hardest and also the best thing I've ever done. I know many people out there have experienced the same thing, and this video is for you. It's such a struggle, right? Because our entire lives growing up is just like, well, you have one mom and you have one dad, and those are your parents. You love them no matter what. And now being an adult myself, I've realized how damaging that is. For the longest time, I would hold on to this idea of who I thought my father was. And when I was in therapy and I would talk about him, it was always these same like 2 or 3 stories. And those really good 2 or 3 memories I had with my father was between the times of when my parents divorced and then when my father got remarried. I would always label my father as my hero because I just held on to those few memories, not realizing or understanding that that is not who my father is. My grandparents took me in at the age of 7 because of the amount of abuse I was subjected to by his new wife. I remember feeling horrible and guilty as a child when I would call my dad at the end of the day and be like, hey, Dad, you didn't call me after you got off work. And I remember his response would be, well, the phone works both ways. I was maybe 10 years old when he would tell me that. Like, how fucked up is that? And that's something I never realized as a child. Again, I felt really bad for me not being the one to call my dad. There would be times that I was the first one to call and his wife would answer the phone and I'd say, hey, is my dad home? And she would hang up on me because I simply called and asked, is my dad home? And she had to remind me that he's not just your dad. When you call here, you say, is dad home? Because his wife had a child with another man, another relationship before my dad. So he was no longer just my dad. I got screamed at for that. When I first went no contact, I cried almost daily because I could just not let go of that idea of who my dad was. As I continued on with my life and continued with therapy, all of those sad thoughts turned into, what the fuck? I have a 12-year-old son, and there's not one person on this planet that I would put before him. I could never do the things to him that my father did to me. So I guess that is one thing I can thank my father for this Father's Day, is teaching me how to be the parent that I never want to be. So if you are someone who has gone no contact with your parent, I want to let you know that it does get easier. It sucks not being able to celebrate these holidays with the people that are supposed to love us unconditionally. And it sucks even more having to mourn the loss of a parent that is still alive. But just because they didn't love you unconditionally does not mean that you cannot love yourself unconditionally. And you know what? I'm going to say it disrespectfully. Fuck them. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's been a little over 2 years since I've gone no contact with my dad. He hasn't seen my kid in like 5 years. He doesn't give a shit about anything that has to do with me, and that has been going on for most of my life. So yes, a huge thank you to my therapist for helping me work through all of these things. And a happy Father's Day to all the good.
Some women say that if Mother's Day sucked, if the guy didn't make Mother's Day good, then they're gonna make Father's Day suck. Well, that's not a mature way to have a relationship, right? So ideally what you'd want to do is talk about how you felt on Mother's Day. I don't know, possibly even start addressing the underlying issues, such as you don't feel like he's ever on your side, or like he's got your back, or like he's prioritizing you, or that he does half the childcare, or whatever it is. Prioritize that. If you were raised in a home where things are very passive aggressive and spiteful, then you do things like hoard your resentment of Mother's Day so then you could slam it out and ruin Father's Day. But that is not exactly how a healthy marriage operates. In fact, it's not at all how a healthy marriage operates. Couples counseling can help if you were raised in a dysfunctional climate where there was a lot of tit for tat.
I go to Walmart to go get me some eggs. I go to Walmart to go get me some eggs, bro. I don't see a goddamn thing that say Happy Father's Day. I don't see no goddamn ties, no toolkits, no fucking nothing at all. Nothing. Not shit. Let motherfucking May 2nd come around this motherfucker. May 2nd come around this motherfucker. They got shit plastered everywhere. Hey, don't forget to get your mother something. Hey, mother. Even motherfucking Chick-fil-A had a Mother's Day commercial. And this shit fell on a goddamn Sunday. Chick-fil-A had a Mother's Day commercial, and Mother's Day was on a goddamn Sunday. Do y'all hear?
Hey guys, your girl Sugar D, and we're gonna chat. So I just saw a post online. This guy, he wrote into a radio show, and essentially he said that his girlfriend forgot Father's Day. So long story short, they don't have any children together. She has children from a previous relationship, and so does he. She said that she was planning or going on a 40th birthday cruise with her brother. He said he did not go because he don't mess with water and ships and shit like that. So he was like, nah, I'm good. So he didn't go. So essentially she completely forgot about Father's Day until she saw people posting and stuff. She hit him up and said, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was getting ready for this cruise. I'll make it up to you when I come back. He's upset, and he's like, nah, he's not taking that, because he said if he forgot Mother's Day, she would damn near leave him. So he wants to know if he's in the wrong. I should add that he also asked if he would be wrong if he forgot the next important holiday, like birthday, Christmas, whatever comes next for her, if he would be wrong since she forgot Father's Day. I think that's 100% wrong. I think that's petty and childish, but I get where you're coming from, but that's not the way to go about it. I feel like you should just milk the fact that she fucked up and make her make up for it 100 times over, other than talking about, oh, well, I'm going to ignore the next thing. You know what I mean? Let's not do that. We can't have a healthy relationship acting like that. Y'all need to communicate effectively and figure it out. And if you still feel some type of way, that's 100% your prerogative for however long you feel some type of way about it. But then doing a tit for tat is childish, and no. That's just going to make it bad in the long run. But yeah.
Nobody give a fuck about their daddy. Y'all don't. Y'all don't give a damn about y'all daddy. Ain't nobody ever said, nigga, I'll kill everybody in here, and that's on my daddy. Ain't nobody never said that. Ain't nobody never put it on their daddy. You ain't never put that shit on your daddy, nigga. But on your mama, though? On your mama? Shit. You ain't never seen a nigga win the whole championship and get on the camera and be like, hey, daddy. Never seen a nigga win a BET award and be like, I want to thank God and my daddy. Never. Niggas' daddies are up there with like middle school teachers. we can only serve as a fucking inspiration for a nigga that blew up who wasn't supposed to be shit in life. Like, yeah, my daddy never loved me. My teacher never said I was gonna be shit. Like them two positions right there is the same. My father walked out on me. I wasn't good in social studies. Them the same. I want to meet these teachers that was really talking to niggas and telling them that they wasn't gonna be shit in life. Like, what type of bona fide educational worker is this that was like, you know, you ain't gonna be shit in life. Go to lunch. Like, what?
Y'all, this just made me think about growing up where everybody had so many yo mama jokes talking about everybody's mama. But you never heard no jokes talking about your daddy. Like, nobody talked about their daddy. They just talked about the mamas real bad. But why is that? Why do y'all think that is? Because most people didn't know their daddy, or he just wasn't around. And people know that if you talk about other people's mama, that's going to touch a soft spot. That's going to piss them off. That's going to cause some kind of damage or hurt or some kind of reaction. But if your dad was never really involved, or he wasn't there and all he did was pay child support, it's not going to really cause no emotional reaction, because most kids are not really close to their dads like that. So nobody really cared enough to even think, why come there are no yo daddy jokes? Like,
that Plies was like, oh, we should just go ahead and take Father's Day off the calendar because nobody cares. See, my whole thing is, I've always realized that Mother's Day was taken more seriously than Father's Day, okay? For Mother's Day, everything is decked out. Parties, celebrations, discounts, sale. I mean, the whole thing. Father's Day, I realized for years that nobody takes it seriously. Nobody barely mentions it. Nobody cares about it. It just seems like the same pressure is not applied for Father's Day. However, to say to take it off the calendar is crazy to me. Absolutely not, because some of us actually did have good fathers. I think the solution would be, so that people can take it more seriously, we need more active fathers. Because people was even saying in the comment section, okay, so be fathers and we will celebrate y'all. Some of the moms was even like, because I got to be the father, because I had to be, you know, I had to do their job and this, that, and the third. So my whole thing is, like, I want people to understand that some of us really did have good fathers. Like, yes, some of us really did have good fathers. So I don't think the answer would be to take it off the calendar, because people want to celebrate their dads. However, men do need to be better fathers so people can fucking take it serious. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it. I get why people don't take it serious. But taking off the calendar is crazy. No.
Father's Day is over. I'm looking back at it and I'm thinking, I wouldn't have known that it was Father's Day if I didn't already know it was Father's Day. If you walk in the store, you're not gonna see no signs, you're not gonna see no spreads for no Father's Day, you're not gonna see shit. And we already know they go hard for Mother's Day. That's cool, we're not even here to debate that. But that is fucking crazy. Like, fathers ain't getting shit. I'm seeing people on this app complaining, you know, men complaining about how nobody cares about Father's Day. And the comment section is basically, to sum it up, they telling niggas shut the fuck up. And I'm not a father, but they telling them niggas shut the fuck up. That's not crazy. I'm not even saying you gotta shower fathers with gifts, but damn, like it's fuck niggas, I guess. I got
take Father's Day off the calendar. That's it. Just take it off the calendar, because it's not a real holiday. It's not. Because I haven't seen any Father's Day brunch specials be advertised. I hadn't seen any Father's Day commercials. I've gone into all these retail stores. I hadn't seen a Father's Day special, 30% off your Father's Day gift. I haven't seen any, Father's Day tote bags with all the nice gifts in them. So what you really telling me is it ain't even a real holiday. You don't even care. It ain't no advertisements. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be able to go to any restaurant I want. When I was driving around on Mother's Day coming back from church, let me tell you something. You couldn't even ride down the street. Every restaurant was packed out. Every restaurant was packed out. So just at this point, take Father's Day off the calendar. And then I won't get upset that it ain't a real holiday.
If you were paying $2,500 a month, no, it ain't no if. You take the if out. That's $2.7 million in child support. Yes, that is what I paid. Now I got the number, because I never added it up. And that's not including paying the attorney's fees. So it's well over $3 million. Because you got to pay the other side attorney's fees. And everybody mad at me. I got one child call me up, tell me Happy Father's Day. I tell them all, I'm crazy. I said, if you hate me so much, won't you change your last name? Nobody wants to do that. $2.7 million. 5 kids. I paid $2,500 a month. And that was $540,000 for 18 years. One of my friend on here added up. It was well over, it was around $2 million. And everybody mad at me. They would not dare call me and say, Happy Father's Day. Because the motherfuckers turned them against me. Hey, which is okay. That's fine. God has a way of teaching people. Look at that. Zeke, you like, oh my God. The only thing I'm going to require is you carry yourself in a respectful way and you conduct yourself in a respectful way. And when you come over here, you come over here in peace. You ain't finna have no liquor with me. You ain't finna smoke no weed in my house. We ain't finna have no motherfucking conversations. And if you feel like you grown, this ain't the place to be.
So these men really are out here thinking that if the courts force them to pay child support for their kids, that they are being a good father. They really believe that when they are forced to pay child support, that means that they are a good father. Or if they're just paying it, if they're giving the mom money and doing nothing else, they really believe that they are a good father. And you can't tell them anything else. That's just what it is in their mind. But you can't convince me that good fathers, good husbands are just out here being ignored. Like, nobody is just ignoring a man that is there for his wife, that is there for his kids, that does stuff with his kids. You know, nobody is just ignoring them, man. Even the women in the family, even if they aren't in the household with these men, like I told y'all, my husband's family, the women in his family, they're going to get together and they are going to throw something for Father's Day for all of the men in their families. Because they feel in their hearts that the men in their family are good men. That's how they see them. So if women see you as a good man that is there for your kids, they're going to take care of you. Like, they're not going to let you just go without. Like, and if your kids, if you were there for them and you did stuff for them, except my kids, because like I said, y'all, I don't celebrate holidays in my home. The only reason they celebrated it is because their dad takes them over to his family and they celebrate it with them. But when it's my birthday, they don't know. When it's their dad's birthday, they don't know. Like, when it's our anniversary, with any of that, they don't tell me Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. They don't tell me any of that because they know, like, for the last 7 or 8 years, I have not celebrated. So my youngest is 13. So they're just used to it by now. They know that they just leave me every holiday. They leave me and I do my thing. I'm in the tub doing facials, drinking beer, reading books, taking bubble baths, making videos, watching my favorite shows on Netflix. I'm just having the time of my life. If I want to cook me my own little meal at home, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm just doing me and having the time of my life with me. Like, so yeah,
Father's Day versus Mother's Day. The internet is buzzing today. The day after Father's Day, the internet is going bananas. Even celebrities are on this platform. Regular people. Fathers are highly upset. This year in 2025 on Father's Day, guys are coming out saying, you know, that Father's Day should actually be taken off the calendar for a holiday, because Father's Day is no different than celebrating Groundhog's Day. Basically, nobody cares about the fathers. Nobody gives the fathers credit. You don't see not one post of someone saying, look what I did for my father. Look what I did for my man. Look what I did for my husband. But on Mother's Day, you see posts like, oh my God, if my man don't get me nothing for Mother's Day, it's over with, I'm leaving him. So I can kind of understand the frustration. But guys, here's what you may be upset with me about. I don't actually agree with that. I think the mom or the girlfriend or the wife should actually get more for Mother's Day. Actually, they should always get stuff, even when it's not Mother's Day. You have to understand this right here. Men don't have to go and see an OBGYN constantly when they get in the late stages of their pregnancies, having their cervix checked, having a stranger put their hand inside them to see if they're dilated. Women have to go through that. Guys don't have to go through all of the getting sick in the morning, the morning sicknesses, carrying that heavy 7 to 8 pound belly around. Guys get the easy part of it. Most guys are not even there during the pregnancy, let alone at the doctor appointments. And I just feel like what a woman goes through, a guy can never go through. And I just feel like when it comes to Mother's Day versus Father's Day, in my opinion, the woman should always be the one who gets more. She's the one whose life is at risk when she has that baby. You know, imagine have to go through 9 months of being sick, your weight changing, your self-esteem being low. And men, when we get a woman pregnant, we only have one job to do, one job, and that's one job only, is we enjoy the pleasures of what we're doing. But we don't have to go through the cramps. We don't have to go through pushing that baby out. We don't have to go through all this crazy stuff that a woman has to go through. So I'm going to actually side with women on this. I think the guys who are feeling some type of way that they didn't get a lot of stuff for Father's Day, I think that you're being a little bit selfish, because at the end of the day, mothers don't have to go through what a woman goes through. Remember, the men who's making these videos and these posts about how they feel about Mother's Day versus Father's Day, just remember, your mom is a woman, and your mom went through the same thing with you. So while you're feeling upset about Father's Day and you not getting roses or getting that special dinner cooked, or your girl not putting a post up about you, don't feel bad about that, man. You know, be blessed. That woman should be the one that really gets the credit, because without that woman, there would not be us. So please, don't feel bad about Mother's Day versus Father's Day, who gets the best gifts, because if you think about it, all you basically doing is being in competition with your significant other. You don't have to be in competition with your significant other. Again, if it wasn't for the woman, guys, we would not be here making these videos. If it wasn't for the woman, we would not be able to have children. Women have choices in life, man. They can abort if they wanted to, but no, they choose to move forward and have a baby. So we can at least give them that much and not complain about what they didn't do for us and what we didn't get from them. So when it comes to Mother's Day versus Father's Day, that's how I feel about it. And I'm sorry if some of you guys feel upset about this post, but that's how I feel. The credit should go to the woman. Thanks for watching.
Hey, y'all, narcissists don't even love their kids. Not even on Father's Day. Not even on Father's Day, y'all. See, they love the attention. They love the title. They love how being called dad makes them look good, but not what it truly means, y'all. See, look, and for a lot of women, Father's Day doesn't feel like a holiday. For a lot of women, Father's Day don't even feel like a holiday. It feels like a wound that never fully closes. You gonna see? Because look, because behind every deadbeat father, there's a mother who had to carry everything he walked away from. A mother who wiped the tears. A mother who stayed up night after night, comforted a child that was left behind. I'm trying to tell you, this shit deep. A mother who sacrificed her peace, her dreams, her mental health to make sure her child never felt unloved. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta understand, narcissist fathers use this day as supply, for real, for the attention. Meanwhile, he posts old pictures like he's been there. This is what he doing today. He posting pictures like he been there. He write long captions like he's involved. You know what I'm saying? He accept the compliments. He posting for the compliments. It's all about image. He want to hear, you're such a good father, or your kids are so lucky to have you. I told you, it's all about image, see? But behind that post, he doesn't even He doesn't even know what his child struggles with. He don't even know his child's birthday. He doesn't know the teacher's name. He don't even know the teacher's name. He doesn't know how many nights the child asks, why doesn't daddy call me? He don't know that. They don't think about that. It's all about the praise, see? Because narcissistic fathers, it gives them, like Father's Day, it gives them supply. It gives them attention. It allows them to play the role without doing the work. It allowed me to play the role without doing the work, see? And when you set boundaries, they blame you. Like they say, you turned my child against me. You're bitter. You're keeping me from my child. See, no accountability, no responsibility, just manipulation. Just manipulation. But here's the truth, y'all. Here's the truth. You see what I'm saying? They'll never speak. This the truth, they'll never speak. You have carried both roles. You have drained, like the tears that caused you drained. You have protected your child's heart from their absence. You became the safe place they were never strong enough to be. And while they disappeared for months at a time, you were the one who stayed. You were the one who stayed. You were the one who showed up. You were the one who helped your child while they cried for a father who kept disappearing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, this shit deep, see? You didn't just raise your child. You protected them from the very pain you were forced to carry. You was forced to carry this by yourself. You was forced. And see, one day, I'm telling you, one day your child will grow up and say, I never missed out because my mother gave me everything they didn't. My mother gave me everything they didn't give me. So today, look. So today, this is not for them. This is for you. This is for you. This is your day. This is the Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? For the woman who sacrificed everything in their child's peace. For the woman who became both mother and father. For the woman who carried pain but never let it touch their child. I'm telling y'all, you are not bitter. You are not broken. You are healing. You are not bitter. You are not broken. You are healing from something you should have never had to endure. You healing from something you literally never had to endure. Something you ain't even know. So happy Father's Day to every murder who did it all. Alone. The strongest kind of love there is. That's unconditional love right there. And I love y'all. It's your boy, May the Chosen One. 125. This coming from a self-aware narcissist. I told y'all, narcissists don't love their kids. Not even on Father's Day. They using this day as supply. We're using this day as supply. We getting the love, the attention, but without carrying the work, without doing the work. We just love the praise without the work.
Okay, so let me tell you my dilemma. I'm starting to understand why people say I'm an asshole, but at the same time, I feel like I just say the shit that people need to hear. And because of that, they don't like it because they don't really want to hear it. You need to hear a thing and wanting to hear a thing are two different things. So my homeboy called me. He like, yo, what's up? Happy Father's Day, bro. I know you about to be doing a big one today. Enjoy your day. I'm like, already, I appreciate you. Thank you. So he like, damn. He said, yo, you ain't going to say it back. I'm like, for what? And I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to be smart, but like, I mean, I know you fathered a child, but don't you? He said, I'm like, when did you ever see that little girl? And he like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, like, why would I say Happy Father's Day to you? You have not been a father to the only child you got. Like, the fuck I look like? Like, what I look like? Your mother or somebody? I'm about to be like, oh, yo, Happy Father's Day when you ain't shit. No, hell no. Don't be trying to infringe on that. Listen, this is our day for the fathers that are actually fathers. Like, this man's daughter is about 12. He saw her maybe 2 or 3 times total in her life, have talked to her about the same amount of time, and it ain't because his baby mother keeping him from him. So for me, it's like, what the fuck I'm wishing you a Happy Father's Day for? Like, bro, like, maybe you go be a father and I'll say Happy Father's Day. The fuck I look like? Nah, that shit ain't sit well with me. And so he got mad. Was like, yo, what the fuck type of bitch ass shit is this? Whoa. Wowzers. Hold on now. Why I gotta be why? Like, why I gotta be all that? I'm like, bro, I'm just being real with you. I said maybe nobody been real with you about it, but like, what people been telling you Happy Father's Day? Is that what you're telling me? Like, cause that's crazy to me. Most people don't even know you got a fucking daughter. So to me, nah, not I. Not I, said the dog. I won't be condoning that bullshit. What I look like? I'm not one of them friends. If you fucked up, you fucked up. I ain't about to sit here and act like you ain't. And I ain't never knew you would be fucked up. We've been friends for so long, but goddamn it, I don't respect people like you. Sorry.
Just the fact that they are on here complaining that nobody is like celebrating them or Father's Day, just lets me further know that they really don't listen to women and don't care at all about what we're telling them. Like, when y'all tell them you need to come spend time with your kids, you need to see them, money isn't important. Like, they just really don't think that the things we say are important, like, or pertain to them. They're really, really upset and shocked that their kids are not calling them. And I know, like I said before, they're going to blame it all on the women, but they really don't think that any of their actions would be like a result of all of their actions. Like, just leaving their kids and just complaining about paying child support. Your kids are going to know this eventually. Women are not going to just keep lying to their kids and trying to cover for these men and make them look good. And a lot of y'all know that's what black women normally do. I'm not saying all these moms are perfect and black women are just angels, but for the most part, most black women cover for men when they are like really, really bad, like fathers and relationship partners. Like, nobody would ever know because they don't want them to look bad. But that's not happening anymore, and they're like just shocked that nobody is selling. And women are talking. Like, this is 2025. Women are on TikTok and on these platforms sharing their stories and sharing, you know, how to get through being with them and having kids, surviving the male. Like, it's not just black women, it's women of all races are telling their stories. It's kids even getting online and telling their stories about their dads. Kids saying like, I thought that it was my mom, that's why my dad left, but I listened to my dad talk to my mom. I saw my dad treating my mom this way. And when they grow up, they realize that it wasn't always their mom. I know a lot of women and a lot of men are still out there thinking these women are bitter because these men moved on and didn't want them. Most of the time, that's not the case. That does happen. I'm not going to say that doesn't happen, but most of the time, that is not the case. Like, most of the time, these women were dogged out by these men before they decided to move on and get another girlfriend. Some of these men move on and take care of their girlfriends' kids like they're their own while neglecting their own kids. You don't think your kids know that? You don't, like, look at Brian McKnight. Look at that man. He moved on and forgot completely about his kids and claimed this woman's kids as his own. Look at 50 Cent, how he treats his son. Like, look, it's just so many examples, y'all. Not just black celebrities, but just in the community. Like, these men think that their actions are not going to have consequences at all. And it's a new day. Women are not just keeping secrets from their kids and from people around them. Women are speaking out because women feel isolated and alone. And now social media has given them that outlet to come out and say, yeah, my dad did this to my mom, and this is why we don't celebrate, you know, Father's Day. My husband or boyfriend did this to me and left me homeless with our kids and did A, B, and C, and this is why my kids don't celebrate him. Like, if he was bad to you, he's bad to the kids by default. Like, I see a lot of people with Halle Bailey saying he's a good dad. No, how is he a good dad? And he's putting hands on his child in front of the child and cussing his mama out and calling her out her name, breaking in her house, recording, stalking her, cheating on her, just doing the most, making songs about how jealous he is of her and that he's going to destroy her career, like using the baby for clout, using her for clout. Like, how is he a good dad? No, you can't be a good daddy and causing the mother of your child, she's in turmoil. You're causing her to stress out, and you're talking about she's suicidal because you. If she gets away from you, she will be healthier. She will be better. And that's why the courts are ruling in her favor. And like, it's even women in there. He's a good dad. Y'all, that's why I tell y'all have to stay away from certain types of women they're looking at all the stuff that this man has done to her and saying, well, Halle's not innocent. Nobody's saying she's innocent, but this lady is not stalking this man, making songs about how jealous she is and how she's going to destroy his career, slamming his head into a steering wheel and chipping his tooth, cheating on him. Well, I don't know her life. She might have cheated on him, but I guarantee you that if she did, DDG would have been online telling us about it already. So I doubt she did. I doubt it. Like, so he can only say that he doesn't like her being with her coworkers, kissing her coworkers. That's her job, Negro. That's her job. So y'all, it's just so much to say about this, but I am done with this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video if you hadn't. Did y'all celebrate Father's Day? Did y'all have a good dad? Have you talked to your mom about your dad to see if he was really good, or is that just what you thought about him? Like, my mom, she always told me the truth about my daddy. She always told me he put hands on me. He tried to choke me out and try to kill me one day, and she had the blood clot in her eye for years as evidence of that. And you know, I've heard stories of, even in Cassie's case with Puff Daddy, when he choked her out. I think it was Cassie and Puff Daddy. She said that the whites of his eyes turned black. My mom told me that's what happened to my dad. He blacked out and all of the whites of his eyes turned black. And when he came back to after choking her, she said he didn't remember anything. And that's why I keep telling y'all ladies that these men are not of this earth. I'm trying to watch what I'm saying, but if y'all are looking at the screen right now, I believe that this is what these males are. And a lot of y'all don't believe in stuff like that, but there are a lot of accounts and a lot of women saying that they have witnessed this. So all you got to do is look it up and see. This stuff is real. And y'all really think y'all are out here just dealing with just normal, like, humans. And no, if they're choking you out and trying to kill you, that is not normal. That Y chromosome is not normal. And it is like this globally. And with insects, with animals, they are not normal. So I'm just glad to see that women are waking up. So ladies, get down in the comments and let me know what you did for your dad this Father's Day, or your husband this Father's Day. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.